Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. Spirit, please show me what is the most important message. I'm pulling a postcard from Spirit. Oh, there we go. All right. What do you got? Dearest you, check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, likely safe or like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in a direction your soul calls you toward? Joy, discovery, growth, or adventure? Participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it? If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever Spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to Spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this has to do with the other cards that we pull. All right. Spirit, please show me what do we got out? Wow. Blessed. All right. Blessings coming your way. Feeling blessed. Making sure that you are only talking about your blessings, and making sure that you are thanking the universe for the blessings that you have received and soon to receive. Spirit, what else do we have here? We've got peace. All right. Finding peace along your journey, being in a peaceful place. We've got time for a nap and truth be told. Those two came out together. And then bottom of the deck, we've got serendipity. All right. So this is about following the signs. Serendipity, we have serendipitous moments all the time. We're like, wow, I feel like I've been here before. Wow, I've been seeing signs of this. So I do feel like there's a lot of serendipity when it comes to the path that you are taking at this time. I think for a lot of you, it's going to be a very peaceful journey. For some of you who are on like an actual adventure, because the postcard does talk about adventures. And then asking yourself, what are the motives? And I think for a lot of you, your motive is you just want to find peace. My business is the footsteps to peace, right? So I totally understand. And I do feel like you will find that peace. And it's like you're going to be able to rest well, all right, on your journey. Truth be told, I do feel like honesty is everything when it comes to the universe. We have 2 5s here. 5s talk about changes created by outside forces beyond your control, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you may as well just go along with it. We have the number 9, 18 as the overall energy, which adds to a 9. 9 talks about perseverance. Keep moving forward. What else do we have here, Spirit? So what are the motives behind a lot of the things that you're doing right now? We have renewal. This is about reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. Okay, it's normally the karma card in the original Rider-Waite, or the judgment, excuse me. So this is about really taking a step back and like reevaluating why you are doing what you're doing. There's got to be a motive behind it. What do we have here? Yeah, and we have another number 5. We have the moon here, another number 18. So 2 18s here. 18, you could be seeing 18. And then we have the 5 of air. So another number 5, mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. All right. So the moon is about intuition, illusion, and reevaluation. So now we have reflection and reevaluation. All right. And today, actually, as I'm doing this reading, as we're speaking, the moon is crossing over Pluto. And the renewal card is Plutonian energy because we talk about the rebirth. See how the card says rebirth right there? So this is about a rebirth. This is about, I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're tapping into your intuition. You're tapping into a lot of emotion right now too. And I feel like, there's some things that might be coming up right now that could be very painful. We do have the 8 of fire here, so there could be some type of a reconciliation between you and someone. Somebody could be traveling in to come and see you. You could be traveling to go and see them. You could also be getting some type of communication, okay, from afar. Also, what else do we have here? We have the sun as the center of the reading over the moon. So the sun and the moon, the two luminaries. What has been hidden now comes to light. You could have gotten some type of conversation about something that was hidden, okay? Somebody could have been hiding something, but now there is some type of success and recognition, enthusiasm. Look at this. We also have the word success here twice. Look at that. In the sun and the 6 of Wands, we have success here twice, okay? Side by side. So this talks about success, recognition, and self-esteem. Oh, recognition on both of these. For some of you, you're definitely going to get the recognition that you deserve, okay? So people could have been talking about you, but they are recognizing what you're doing. So I do feel like for a lot of you, this is a blessing. Like, just relax, take a step back, you know? Then we have the transformation card here, which also is Pluto, okay? So transformation talks about realization, life changes, and liberation. So for a lot of you, you're being liberated right now. You're just like, I'm going towards my own happiness, because the center of the reading is the sun. So it's like, I feel like for a lot of you, your motivation is, I just want to be happy. I'm tired. Like, I just want peace in my life. I want to be happy, you know, and I'm just going to follow my own bliss, you know? What else? Woo, that card just flew. What do we got? 7 of Earth, investment, assessment, and patience. So I feel for a lot of you, you're taking a step back. You're assessing, you know, your next moves, okay? Assessing what makes you happy. I feel like, you know, you're looking at, like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this something that I want to invest in? And then we have wise counsel, another number 5, which talks about belonging, learning, and tradition, but it came out with the Knight of Earth, which talks about organized, responsible, and supportive, okay? So I feel like for a lot of you, you're thinking about your commitments and what you want to commit to next on this journey. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of water. The juice is worth the squeeze. For some of you, this is about family coming to visit, getting together with family. There is a lot of traveling. We have graduation going on right now. You know, you're helping somebody off onto the next, you know, phase of their life, you know, when somebody graduates, or when they just graduate a lesson, you know. And this talks about family, love, and blessings. So you could be out traveling, you know, getting together with family reunions of some sort, you know, because again, we do have graduations, and that's usually the timing that we have for reconciliations with family who is, you know, that lives at a distance from you. For others of you, this is about, you know, wanting your happily ever after. When I look at the 10 of water, and I feel like for a lot of you, you are going on that journey, and you're just being honest with yourself. I think for a lot of you, you really are being honest with, you know, what hasn't worked out in your life. And I think that, you know, you realize that your time is up. It's like, you know, before the tower falls, you want to jump, right? You don't want to jump after the tower is already crumbling, because you want. I always say with the tower, if you don't jump before the lightning strikes, you've already sealed your fate, right? So it's always best to, you know, sometimes jump and take a leap of faith, so that your fate isn't sealed. I do feel like for some of you, maybe you do need to seek out some type of wise counsel. Maybe that'll help you sleep better at night. If you're able to sit down and talk to somebody about, you know, some of the pain that you have experienced. I do feel like for a lot of you, you are working on your strategy of how to get out of certain situations. And I do see you being very successful at what you're doing. I do see you also, like, the sun shining down on you. It's like, you know, people are watching what you're doing. And I do feel like for a lot of you, maybe you've been doing this in silence. You know, maybe you've been planning your next steps in silence, you know, trying to realize, like, I don't know. The way I look at it is, what people don't know, they can't ruin. Okay. I feel like when you tell people what you're going to do next, everybody always has a fucking opinion. And sometimes it's just nice to not hear anything from anybody, so that you can think for yourself, so that you can understand, like, You're not doing it out of fear. You're not doing it out of, oh, well, this person thinks I should do this, or, you're not doing it because that's what your family expects from you. You're doing things because it's what makes you happy. You're doing things because it's what you know to be true. It's what you know, and you feel in your heart of hearts like, this is my journey. I remember when I was moving to Hawaii, I had people tell me, oh God, why would you want to move there? It's so expensive. Or why would you do that? Your whole family and all your friends are here. Or, why would you move your business when you're just now getting established here? And I'm just like, you're selfish. Why wouldn't I want to do all those things? For one, I'd be living on a vacation island. Why wouldn't you want to come and visit me? You know what I mean? And listen, if it's somewhere that I'm feeling called to go, then that's something I need to do. They're telling me to read the number 18 here, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. Listen, when you are on the right path, every single thing opens up for you. 11:11, I just saw that when I said that. So everything is opening up for you if you are willing to go on the journey. But you got to get out of that place of fear. Listen, don't make the universe make the decision for you, okay? Because they will. Whenever the tower comes down, it's when you didn't make the decision, the universe made the decision for you because you weren't willing to make the decision. So the universe is like, well, fuck it then. I'll make the decision. Then they pull the rug right out from underneath you, and then you're like, oh shit. We have 4 5s here. So 5s is like, dude, you're going through a lot of changes right now. Like, ready or not, here it is. You can try to hold back all you want, but the universe is like, no, go on the journey. And then we look at the 7 of Earth and the Knight of Earth, and this talks about you being responsible about where you invest your energy the next time around. I do feel like for a lot of you, I do want to say, like, schedule a reading. I would love to be able to talk to you about what your next step is. And especially for those of you who are confused, it'll really help put this to bed, whatever worries you have, and if this is, on your path, or again, it goes back to, why are you making this choice? Are you running, are you running from something? Because if you're running from something, no matter where you are there, or no matter where you go, there you are, right? So you can't really run from yourself. You're always going to show up, you have to. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a frequency on behalf of the whole world, which we do see the world showing up in this card, right? In a completely different deck. So your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. So Spirit does have a plan for you, and all you have to do, it's like, for those of you who, you've dated, the people that are in your area, and you're just like, fuck man, I can't find anybody that I resonate with anymore. Then maybe it's time for you to move, maybe it's time for you to go elsewhere. Or you've worked at all the jobs in your surrounding area and you're like, God, I need more clients. Then maybe it's time for you to move. Like, you have to do something different in order to receive something different. And that's what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of major arcanas here. We have the renewal, we have transformation, we have the sun and the moon, and we have wise counsel. So out of all of these cards, 5 out of 5 are major arcana, which means these are major life lessons, which means this reading isn't going to end tomorrow, once you watch this video. This means that there's a lot of, I think you're making travel plans for a lot of you, and I do feel like this is you finding your peace and serenity in all the chaos and the crazy. It's like, with now Jupiter moving into Gemini, this is about new neighborhoods, new communities, new, people to collaborate with, new people to talk to, new people who feel like family. Maybe for some of you, you're going out to find your own new tribe, But this is also about being organized as you're doing it, organizing your thoughts, organizing your why, for a lot of you, and then being honest with yourself. I do feel like for a lot of you, you're also having dreams. You could be having like your dream space. I feel like your dream space is talking to you. You could be getting messages from ancestors, spirit guides. I do see a lot of angels here, angelic energy. So I do feel like for a lot of you, you are getting downloads from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. That's what I want to say. All right. So what does the Moonology, since we got the moon here, what does the Moonology deck have to say? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? All right. We've got adjustments are required. So you're going to have to adjust the way that you're looking at this situation, make adjustments, You're going to have to adjust to a new life. Funny enough, we just had that full moon in Sagittarius. We're still in that energy frequency. It says, look at the bigger picture. And then it says you're very close to achieving your goal. So it's like you may have to, get some things done. You may have to close some things out, close out some cycles in order for you to travel. I'm definitely getting travel with the 8 of Fire and the Sagittarius full moon here. This is about, traveling, but also traveling in the mind, looking at new philosophies, looking at new belief systems, doing your research also, about wherever it is that you are wanting to go next or do next, right? It's saying like, look at the bigger picture. Like, why are you making these decisions? Or, for some of you, you're like, well, I don't want to move. I've established my whole life here. My family's here. Look at the bigger picture. Like, if you're not happy with where you are, and that's like, not that your family isn't a good, driving force, but it can't be your only thing. For some of you, you really do you want love. We have the sun and the moon right here. And it's like, you've waited for a very long time for this soul connection to come together. And, it'll come together if you're willing to do something different. Willing to go to that new place, willing to do that new thing, willing to go on that trip, willing to, like, that's how it's going to happen, And also, don't you want to bring more love into your life? Like loving what you're doing, loving new surroundings. Like, look at the adventure instead of looking at all the scary things that come along. Oh, I have to leave this behind. Nah, stop that. Stop that. Like, it can be very exciting if you're willing to open yourself up. So it is saying that you're very close to achieving some sort of goal. Whatever the goal is for you, every one of you is going to have a different goal. Some of you is expanding your family, and maybe now you're going to find out that you're pregnant and you have a new child on the way. And now you're going to become a parent, because I do see the egg here. So maybe for some of you, you are incubating this egg and you're going to have a baby on the way. Be mindful of that. If you don't want to get pregnant, wrap it up. But I do feel like whatever it is that you choose to do, if you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and follow your intuition, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be led astray. Okay. But again, it depends on the motives. It depends on your motive. Like, why are you choosing to do what you're doing? So that was the overall energy. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below at thefootstepstopeace.com. Also, like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Check me out over on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Sorry. And then thank you to everyone who has purchased the memberships. I put out personal content over there that you cannot get on this platform. You can only get it through the memberships through YouTube. So I definitely suggest that you become a member. Thank you to everyone who has also donated. I do appreciate all the donations. It keeps me motivated and keeps me going. You guys, I love you all so very much. Thank you again for being here, and we will chat again soon. Take care.